St. Lucia, good morning. I am waking you up the best way. Of course, you are tuned into This Morning here on DBS, your leader, and I am Chayla Mendes. And it is officially December 1st, so welcome the Christmas season. My birthday is coming soon, so that's something to look forward to. And we are here at Baywalk Mall. Listen, this alone is setting the Christmas mood. This is why we are here, and I'm so thankful that we have Franz here with us, who is, let me see, he is creative artist, he is marketing, he is IT, he is slash so many titles here, but this is why Baywalk just makes you feel at home and be family. So he's going to tell us why we need to be part of the Baywalk family for Christmas. Franz, thank you for being here.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Like we were discussing before we started shooting, we're gonna have the lighting of the Christmas tree, which is our yearly event. Everybody knows to expect that. That will be on the 3rd of December, which is this Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. The lights on the tree will go on at 6, which is when it starts getting dark. So we'll be having the St. Lucia School of Music coming in. We'll have some steel pan music. We'll have Santa, obviously, straight from the North Pole. We'll also be having Flo coming in with some video games so the children can play for free and that kind of stuff. They can enjoy themselves. We also have our snow. We'll be getting snow in St. Lucia. I forecast that for Saturday. I can let you know that.
Trust me, I believe you on that one with all the rain too and how cold it's been, so that's not too far off, you know.
Exactly, yeah. We always have snow here every Christmas, so we're going to be having snow again this year. What else? We're also going to have a photographer there on the day to take photos with Santa. He'll have his printer on standby, so once you take your photo with Santa, you can print it out one time for a small fee. And yeah, so this Saturday, lighting up the Christmas tree is the place to be.
Perfect. Now, you know, I always give you the 411 and the heads up in advance. So, you know, you need to come on Saturday. And again, just if you're not feeling the Christmas spirit, this is why Saturday Baywalk is a place to be. So you can feel the festivity. I mean, just look at the tree behind it. It is so lovely. And I think that alone, once you enter Baywalk, just creates this holiday spirit and that, you know, atmosphere as well. Now, I noticed one thing that's different. So if anybody is an avid shopper at Baywalk, you'd notice that the tree is no longer outside in the courtyard. We've brought it upstairs. So any particular reason for that?
Okay, so normally when we decorate the mall, upstairs is usually kind of empty. We have the candy canes in the hallway like normal, that kind of stuff. But the center of the second level is normally empty. So this year, we decided to put the tree on the second level just to bring some more ambience to the second level of the mall. And on the ground floor, to replace the tree, what we did is we have a creche, which we normally put out by access at the top of the main staircase to the mall. It's usually kind of small. So what we did this year to replace the tree on the in the courtyard, we built a bigger creche. A creche is basically a representation of Jesus in a manger. So we built a bigger one in the courtyard to replace the tree. So that's what we have down there. Yeah.
Now, you see, we still learn into with Baywalk. So if in case you didn't know what the creche was, now you do know, okay? So we're getting to learn a little bit about...
I myself didn't know what a creche was till the boss told me. So.
All right, so you see, so we're all learning here together. So just let St. Lucia know then exactly what they can look forward to, just in general for this season from Baywalk.
Okay, so we have all these sales from the different stores. There's always sales coming and going, so I myself don't know exactly all what's going on right now, but I can tell you for sure Hangton currently has 40 to 50% off store-wide. Casabella also has up to 50% off store-wide. That's their 6th anniversary sale.
I think that's like usually the most anticipated sale every year.
Like the Christmas sale for everybody. The first day that sale started, there were people all outside. They couldn't get inside, like literally couldn't get inside.
I was actually one of them too, so.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest sales for the year at Baywalk Mall. Verdict currently has buy one, get one free. What else? There was one other store I wanted. Oh, US Polo also has, I think it's 30 to 70% off right now, store-wide or on selected items. We also have Shana, newly open on the second level. Well, I say newly, they've been open for a few months, but some people may not know about them. They have a lot of nice casual clothing for both men and ladies. Matthews is also reopened on the second floor. In my opinion, the best burgers in Rodney Bay or in St. Lucia on a whole. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you can expect. And I'm sure most of the other stores will be jumping in sales pretty soon.
Perfect. So, St. Lucia, you have it first. So, we're kicking off the Christmas season. December has now arrived. So, why not welcome it here at Baywalk? Again, remember, Saturday, the place to be is right here. Come be part of the experience and again, make it a family affair. And this is the vibe and energy that I feel here from Baywalk. It is a family experience. So, you don't want to miss it. Come, let's kick off Christmas the right way and welcome December with Baywalk. So, we'll see you. All right, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed our show for today. Of course, my saddest part of the morning is saying goodbye to you. But it's only for a short while because I know I'm going to see you tomorrow as well. Same time, same place. Because, of course, you know it's always a good morning right here on This Morning. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so guess what? The ARC, that's ARC 2016, the fever is definitely in the air and it is contagious. On Monday this week, of course, we saw the first boat from the ARC division arriving, and that was in record-breaking timing. So the excitement just filled the air and everybody was in on the action. So we have a few words from Mr. Devo as well as our tourism minister, Dominic Fede. So let's check them out.
Well, it was fascinating to be out there, as the minister said earlier on, to be with the winners. They've done it in record time again this year. As Sean and I were discussing, this is the fourth time now that this record has been broken. And today it was done in 8 days, 6 hours, 25 minutes, and I think 15 seconds. We feel very privileged, the Marina and St. Lucia as a whole, to be part of such a momentous occasion. And when we look forward to bigger and better things for this year and for next year and beyond. It's a Rambler 88 is the boat, and there are 18 crew members on board. Unfortunately, because of the depth, they were unable to come into the marina. So arrangements have been made for them to be safely housed at Marigo.
Well, it's a tremendous crossing, isn't it? A record-breaking crossing. It's always good when records are broken. And St. Lucia will be mentioned in the same sentence of a great feat when this story will be told the world over. So it's tremendous publicity for us, and we are very, very pleased. And I want to congratulate the crew members on their brave effort, record-breaking effort. But bigger than that, the ARC economic contribution, there are some new things that we're doing to make sure that it goes into more communities. We're going into Ancillary this time. It's a new community on the agenda, and the Tourist Board will certainly look for more opportunities to spread and decentralize the event so that it goes to as many communities as possible. It's amazing what has happened in places like Laborie, for example, where the community has actually come together and, taken the bold step and establish their village as a yachting destination. And we would like to see more of that, where people taking the initiative on what the government and the private sector and foreign investors have already built, and make businesses and help to as well advance the tourism industry with a diverse product.
And of course, thanks to Mr. Emmanuel, who was on our show recently, we also know that there's the ARC Plus division. Now, the first boat, or should I say our winners from the ARC Plus, arrived on Tuesday this week. So again, there was much to celebrate. And I like to keep you in the loop and get you all the action. So let's hear the words from the excited crew. Everybody was thrilled. So let's check out what they had to say.
It's been pretty uneventful when leaving Cape Verde. It's been very hot. Hardly any wind, so we've been scratching around, keeping the speed of the boat up most of the trip here, other than the last 36 hours. We had a lot of squalls coming in close to these islands, and vicious squalls and lightning storms, and it was hard work, very, very hard work. But we made it. We're in one piece, and we're here in St. Lucia, and we're just absolutely ecstatic. We decided 2.5 years ago. It was the 1st of May, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now, and we decided we would buy a house in the Caribbean or in Spain or something, and we decided we'd get fed up with that in a couple of years, so we'd buy a boat so that we could move up and down the coast. But then we'd get fed up with that within 5 years, so we wouldn't bother with a house, we'd just buy a boat. And then we thought, well, instead of just buying a motorboat, let's buy a sailing boat and sail around the world, and we don't need a house at all. And so that's what we did, and we decided to sail around the world. We put a stake in the ground May the 1st is when we were going to leave in 2 years' time, and we did, dead on the day. And we looked around the websites and found the ARC to help us cross the Atlantic, because we only started sailing in May last year with no experience of sailing, and we've learnt a lot very quickly. Oh, after the ARC, we are going to stay here for Christmas. We've got a lot of family coming down at Christmas. My side of the family, we've got my daughters, and then after Christmas we've got Claire's family coming down, and then after that we're going to be going north, and go across to all the other Caribbean islands. We're going to be spending 2 years in total exploring all the Caribbean islands, and we hope to visit all of them and have a good time, really.
What are your plans for St. Lucia?
St. Lucia, we're just going to party for the next couple of days and check out your hospitality and the restaurants and whatever, and before we have to fly back in 5 days' time. But then we'll be back in a week's time with all the family to have a great time over Christmas.
Now, as you can see, I did tell you ARC 2016 is definitely in full swing, and you do not want to miss out on the action. So make sure you head over to the IGY Marina and you can be part of all the festivities as well. So we'll see you there.